Inon Barnatan, welcome to Pittsburgh. We're delighted you're here.
Great to be here.
With Rachmaninoff's first piano concerto. We don't get it quite as often as the second and third. Lots of wonderful music here.
Yeah, in fact, Rachmaninoff himself always complained that whenever he goes to America, they always, when he says, I'm going to tour with the first piano concerto, and he says, they never say anything, but I can always see the disappointment in their eyes that it's not the second or the third. But he really believed in the first concerto, and I do too. I love that concerto.
It has a little more fizz, doesn't it?
Yes. Well, it's a combination of being a young man's concerto, because he wrote it when he was 17 or 18, and then revised it after he wrote the second and third concertos. So it's a young man's concerto, but with an experienced composer's revisions, a very, very thorough revision. So I think it's one of his great pieces.
Where did it start for you? Music? Is your family musical?
Not actually musical. My mother used to play piano when she was younger. And there was an upright piano in the house. Every once in a while, when I was a kid, she would play something. And apparently, when I was a small, maybe 2 or something, I started picking out tunes and telling her she was playing a wrong note or things, obnoxious things like that. And so they discovered that I had perfect pitch. And when I was about 3.5 or so, they sent me to my first lesson.
You have worked with our Manfred Honeck, and do you know our Pittsburgh Symphony or any of the players in it?
I do. I know quite a few people in the orchestra, playing chamber music with them and seeing them all over the world. And with Manfred, I had a wonderful experience, most recently with the New York Philharmonic. And I've been hearing about the Pittsburgh Symphony all my life, and then it's always been one of those things where I can't believe I haven't been yet to Pittsburgh at all, and certainly with the orchestra, so I'm absolutely thrilled to be here.
And Saturday night we will get to observe your work up close. Pittsburgh 360, our series where the players and the audience are right together on the Heinz Hall stage. What kind of a program have you put together for Saturday night?
Well, on Saturday I'm doing a very interesting program that I've put together for that evening. And it's loosely based on a recital program that I have, where in the recital program I basically built a suite based on a Baroque suite, where each movement is by a different composer. So we start in the Baroque and go through the centuries all the way to the present day. And each movement of this dance suite is related and shows how these composers really were inspired by one another and by the Baroque.
All right, please. And return. I hope a second will be soon, the second appearance of Inon Barnatan. Good luck at your premiere this weekend, your debut.
Thank you so much.
Bravo.